Now it hopefully works. Thank you, our IT rocks here at Wolt. But hey, welcome also from my behalf to this Python meetup. It's a shame that we cannot have here everyone as we originally planned to invite everyone to the Wolt HQ. But hey, times are what they are, and like safety of everyone is most important thing at right now. But we will meet here, hopefully next spring. Next spring. But yes, name is Samuel. I have this fancy title of Engineering Director for our consumer and new business at Wolt. But in my heart and soul, I'm a back-end engineer and well, not as probably as huge Python fan as Jerry, but maybe number 2 here at Wolt. And I've promised to say a couple of things about Python and Wolt at the beginning. This doesn't take long. We actually have some actual presentations following, but a couple of things I want to share. First, never hurts to repeat free stuff. Use the promo code, order things. It's also visible there. Hopefully it's also on the chat. So you get that 10 euros. Something about Python here at Wolt. So Python was the first language in Wolt's backend that when Wolt was started in 2014. So 2 of the founders were like backend engineers, and Python was the one that they selected. And that's still, even we have added other languages like Kotlin and Scala, Rust, C++ during these years, but Python is still the most used language what we have. And like, for example, one example, like the whole consumer experience of Wolt is still written with Python. So whenever you open the Wolt's application, you browse restaurants, order something, whatever you do in the consumer side, everything is powered by Python at the moment on the backend side. And we have at the moment about 100 engineers who are writing Python. Not everyone full time because some of them are also like using the Kotlin or Scala. But in consumer, the whole data engineering is Python, restaurant products, retail, B2B platform, finance products. So one can say that like Python is like a very important thing here at Wolt, and like as someone who has been in the company like 6 years, I can also say that it's one of these key things why we have really succeeded on the engineering side in the company. Python has always been something that's helped us, never been a problem, help us to grow and scale Wolt service to the level it currently is. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I wouldn't advertise some roles what we have open at the moment. So like a couple of opportunities I especially wanted to mention. So what we have open, all Python roles, of course, only Python. So retail consumer, for example, Wolt started as a product for restaurant food. So that was the foundation of Wolt. But like we have been also doing a lot of work for optimizing that we can deliver everything, not only restaurant food, but groceries and others. So, and we have a team that like is optimizing Wolt for this kind of retail deliveries, because it's a very different thing that you don't only have like couple of dozen dishes and drinks, but you have 10,000 items, and like how do you show that in the app? What do the customers see? So we have a couple of Python positions in that retail consumer team, like building this experience, like what does grocery delivery mean? Supply and demand is like another super interesting new role what we have. It's the first Python role in this full-time Python role in this team. So that's about like forecasting, building different kind of forecasting together with the data scientist what we have in there. So in practice, it's like estimating like how many couriers we might need. Do we need to throttle something? Do we want to do some dynamic pricing and things like that? So building these services from like zero on the Python side there. I was talking with the team lead Marco before this event, and there's a lot of interesting thing I would like to share, but I don't want to break my NDA, so you need to apply and talk with us, so you will hear more about that. Content delivery, third one is that's about what do people see in our front page. So when you open Wolt application, wherever you are, Helsinki, Tokyo, Stockholm, Berlin, what do you see? What kind of places? So this team is building that experience there. So, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but like Netflix is kind of easy use case from our perspective, because wherever you are, time of the day in Finland or Sweden, it's always the same content catalog. But for us, like the location and is it the morning or lunchtime or dinner, that changes. You might see 10 places or 700 places where you can order at that point of the time. So it's a really interesting challenges, and we wanna also show everything to our customer in less than 1 second. So it's a challenge. So yes, you can find this from Wolt.com jobs. The content delivery is a new thing. It's not visible in our jobs page. So if you wanna hear more or talk about fast track, contact me in email or you can find me also from LinkedIn, and we can talk more about that. And I think I have one more. And yes, advertisement continues for 2 more minutes. Sorry about that. So why Wolt might be a good place for you. So we have at the moment 370 something building Wolt's products from 47 nationalities, if I counted everything correctly. So, and one thing I can promise that like you get to work with really talented people, which are also nice. So this is also something important for us, that we don't hire assholes to this company. We want people who are like passionate about engineering and want to learn new things, but are also friendly and nice to work with. Wolt is remote first in our product development. So we have people in 5 countries. Every team is remote first. So we have offices in Helsinki, Berlin. If somebody wants to also work there, complete optional. So this is something we also want to allow people to achieve a good work-life balance between work and everything else they want to do at life. And one more thing, like we are currently in 23 countries, 220 something cities. So whatever you do, it will be. So you can put it to your CV. So it does make an impact, whether it's those millions of customers or 120,000 couriers or something, or 60,000 restaurants what we have. So it does impact, and you probably can see people using your product when walking on the streets. And final slide, and then the advertisement stops. Finally, I want to also, from my behalf, thank all the presenters, like who are there very nervous, waiting for their turn, and also the organizers of this and everyone watching. And let's now move to the real content. And I think we have Philip from our one of our consumer teams, who has the next turn. Philip.